Hey guys, what is going on? This Zip of Rage Quit TV. Hopefully that ad did not hit you. I forgot to do that. I was trying to mod the chat, and I asked for all you people in the VODs. I asked, oh, we need some mods, and then the whole chat just went absolutely crazy. Like, I can be a mod. I'm like, well, if you want to be a mod, the job is just not for you. It kind of sucks, but yeah, it's just gotta be one of those things. I see someone being polite in the chat, or I see you there often, then I can mod you. And we'll see what Mentalist does. Mentalist, I think, was a little bit upset at Destiny's no GG the last game. They take that stuff pretty seriously in Korea. He feels like he played that game very well. I have to give him credit for that. That was an extremely abusive build. And Destiny just not too happy about it, I think. Or maybe he just quit prematurely. Who knows what exactly happened. This is a show match. He gets to play him again, so he may not feel like he has to say GG every time. The probe is going to be coming into Destiny's base to see exactly what is going on. This was Destiny's map choice. It is Shakuras Plateau, and this is one of the maps you can easily fast expand on. And if a Protoss player doesn't do a Forge fast expand, something is wrong. Forge fast expands are so common, and there we go. What are you going to throw down? It's going to be a gateway, watch. Nope, it's going to be a Forge, so I am correct. And this drone kind of trapped that one probe, and Destiny is going to be chasing it around and around, and the pylon does go down. The probe gets away with 1 HP. That is definitely pretty upsetting. He does go for this extremely fast pull, though, so he can deal with Forge fast expands very well. And if Mentalist wins this game, that is going to be the series. Destiny is back on purple, so that'll be good. Last game he was blue and lost the game because of that. And again, my apologies. I'm going to be minimizing this chat now, just tabbing off of it. It's a huge distraction when you have the chat on another screen. It just is all the time. You have to read it. You're like, I'm not going to read the chat, but then you have to, because that's your co-caster talking. The chat is like a co-caster just telling you what's going on, but when there's 1,000 people talking, it's not too helpful. We do have, again, a Forge fast expand coming out from the Mentalist. Destiny is going to be taking this pylon out and then expanding. The Nexus comes before Destiny's hatchery, and we'll see if that takes a huge effect. Destiny already has a pull out. He's getting a queen. Oh, he has a queen, so Destiny isn't really that far behind. Even though this Nexus came first, Destiny has the queen. It's not going to really slow him down that he was late on this hatchery, just because his pull is early. Gets the queen out earlier than normal. He can build a lot of drones if he wants. And this one probe is going to be trying to scout. And it's going to get into Destiny's base, going to see the hatchery go down, not going to see a roach one, and it's going to be telling him all he needs. He already showed us he knows how to counter just pure lings, and it isn't with force fields, guys, it's with link stalkers and archons. He's going to wall himself in with this cybernetics core, and we'll see what he ends up going into. He has both these gases mining. Now he has 3 on both. He pulled one probe out of gas temporarily to build that, and then he puts it back in. So I'm not sure what exactly that means. I'm assuming he's going to be going for a Stargate, just because, again, the standard thing when you see a person going for a Forge fast expand is to take a third base, and the Stargate kind of just shuts that down. MC is the one that pioneered that strategy. And if Destiny wants, like, and it's hard for a Zerg player to take the third base. Let me explain this real quick. He can easily take this base and defend against a Void Ray. That's pretty easy. But he can't defend against this area. So if they get Colossus and Force Fields, this area becomes really strong. This base becomes extremely hard to hold. If he goes for this base, the area between his bases is so long, he's not going to be able to defend a Void Ray. So you kind of get in that conundrum, like, okay, I want to take my third base, but which poison do I take? Because this base will hurt me in the mid-game. This base will hurt me immediately if he chooses to just blind counter and go for that Void Ray. And Mentalist is just getting another Zealot out. He has 3 pylons scattered on in his main, so he can see any type of Nidus that would come out. That is also another thing some players do if they see a Forge fast expand, because they assume a lot of the Protoss players will put a lot of the buildings down here, or just not as spread out because they have a lot more area to cover. he can sneak a Nidus Swarm in, and this is not the case. As you see, he's got all of his base just scouted. Very nicely done. Those pylons are placed in almost perfect spots. There's this one small area where the Overlord could, but he is not going for that. He's getting his Infestation Pit now at 7 minutes and 20 seconds in the game. That's a fast Infestation Pit. I missed the fast layer. And there you go, the 2 Evo Chambers also coming out. And Destiny is one of the only Zerg players that's confident playing on equal number of bases as his opponent. He's going to be contaminating this, or try to. He doesn't have enough energy yet, but that's what this Overseer is timed to do normally. And maybe it's not time to do that. I saw him do this a lot on stream, containing this before the +1 finishes, so it delays this just a little bit, giving him time, but it doesn't look like that. 4 Zealots coming in, and Destiny doesn't really have any defense just yet. The Queen going to come and try to block the Zealots. The Zealot's going to be attacking the Queen. That may be a mistake. Another Queen is coming down, and now they're just going to be walking, but the Zealots can just walk up into the main, and they surround that Queen, and the Queen goes down. Destiny can't be happy about that. The Passaging Glands, not at 30 seconds yet. He's going to be building Infestors. Now he's getting 20 links to deal with these Zealots. The drone's going to have to go down, and Destiny in a little bit of trouble now. 4 Zealots at the 8-minute mark, causing a headache for Destiny right now. But he is going to be able to defend against this. I believe the Queen sitting from a safe distance. And now the drone's getting involved. He is going to be losing drones to this, and that's not what you want to do when the Protoss is playing a macro style. This is 4 Zealots, and that 4 Zealots is causing Destiny a lot of damage. Let's go into that worker kill count. 6 drones did die, and he did build 5 spine callers for that. So that is a total of 11 drones Destiny spent to deal with 4 Zealots. He's at 41 drones to the 54 probes. And Mentalist is sitting at a pretty good spot right now. He's got to choose, though, what does he want to attack? His Forge or his Cybernex were to come out. He could take out his Warp Gates, but that just isn't going to happen. He's bringing another pylon back here. He is getting a Colossus out. And Destiny, does he know about that? Let us see. Yes, he does. He knows the Colossus are a possibility in the near future, so he's going to start this Neuroparasite very shortly, I would assume, just so he can mind control those Colossus and make him part of his own. A Warp Prism is coming out, so we're going to be seeing a pronged attack. Mentalist is playing this game like a Terran player, going to be attacking multiple places at once. This guy knows how to use Warp Prisms. This is the second game in a row we saw Warp Prisms. Game number 1 just didn't last long enough for him to start using them. And they are going to be buffed. The rumor is he does have 2 Robo facilities producing. One with the Warp Prism, one with the Colossus. And the Overseer does see this. The Warp Prism picks up the probe, and I'm not sure exactly why he picked it up, but he may be going to expand. Overseer goes down, and I think he may be taking this expansion over here. And that would be definitely risky. And yes, that's exactly what he's doing. And I say it's risky because if Destiny just blindly went for mutas or something, that would screw him over. This probe should watch these rocks because Destiny did see that. If he comes down here, he'll see Destiny taking these rocks, and it may not decide he doesn't want this and cancel this all. We'll see with what goes down first, the rocks or the Nexus finishes. That is going to be one close fight, and Destiny is getting his Spire now. Maybe getting some Mutalisks out, or maybe Corruptus to deal with the Colossus. I thought he just used Infestors to deal with Colossus and just took him on his side, but it looks like he is changing just a little bit. 3 Stalkers come in, scare those Lings off. Those guys are trapped. They does not have Blink. Blink's nowhere near, so those Stalkers going to be there for quite a while. But again, Mentalist looks like he's just gearing up, and he has a Warp Prism out. Is he going to take this base down here as well? A Ling is going around. He's going to see, okay, you're on 3 bases. This Observer does see Destiny's on 3 bases, so it's going to be a 3 base to 3 base shortly. He is getting a few cannons up here to protect this base, and this could now become an issue for Destiny, but once he gets the Brood Lords, that base will go down very quickly. Mentalist is kind of going for what he did the last game. If he doesn't attack soon, I think it could be a huge mistake. Destiny now has Neuroparasite. He has a lot of Infestors. And he is going to be deciding to take out that Forge and move out. He's only at +1 weapons. He's on his 3rd base. And now he is going to be attacking. And maybe not. It is 142 supply to 108, by the way. And that's a lot of Lings. So he's got to get every single Colossus because they will just take this whole horde of Lings out in about 5 seconds. That's 5 Colossus. They're at +1. Those Lings, not really at upgrades. Oh, no, they're at 1-1. He is getting Overlord speed and then probably get dropped so he can drop the one base over there. 2 Zealots get morphed here. They're going to be walking in to attack this base when Mentalist decides to attack. And we have Infestors using Infested. This may be Mentalist's cue to attack because the Infestors are now a little bit lower in energy, but Destiny is going to take out these rocks, going to go throw a few more up, try to absorb the damage, and those Lings going to try to take the rocks out, but Destiny now sees the Colossus Stalkers moving out from Mentalist. He has to get in position. Does he have enough to get the fungal growths off that he needs? And those Infested Hands going to start attacking these Stalkers, picking them off pretty quickly, actually. And then committing suicide. And now Mentalist decides to take out those rocks so he can clean that up. And we're going to have an engagement now. 159 supplied to 131. Destiny, though, with a lot of Lings. He is getting some Corruptors now. The Greatest Fire has started, but he's got way too many Lings for this, I think. He's got to Neuroparasite every Colossus very quickly. 49 drones to 73 probes. 8 Colossus out. And again, this could be the last game until Destiny comes on Skype for an interview. And here we go. He's got to get the Neuroparasites off. And he does. It looks like a lot of Neuroparasites come down. Those Colossus on his team, those Lings doing a lot of damage, and there we go. That shows you Stalkers do very well against Colossus. I mean, not Stalkers, Lings do very well against Colossus. When the Colossus on your team and Destiny cleaned house, he was behind in supply, now he's ahead in supply. But this base went down to those few Zealots. My apologies for missing that during the engagement. But in my defense, I did say that would be happening. And now we have Infested Hands going to come up. Destiny knows it's going to take a little bit for those Colossus to get high. And they actually trapped that Stalker. The Stalker blinks down. Now he's going to be attacking those Infestors. And Destiny is going to be going to attack these rocks, it looks like. Or not. He's just going to be falling back. Picking this one Stalker up that is killing those Infestors. The Warp Prism was coming. Try to pick that Stalker up, I think. And now the power is down for these Warp Gates. Lean's going to come running in. And this Nexus is going to go down. Destiny is double expanding behind this. He has taken out... Well, no, that was a Warp Prism that whooped in, not a probe. And it's going to be 2 bases too soon to be for Destiny. Looks like he's in good shape, getting those Broodlords out. And now this Forge is going down yet again. He keeps building this so the counterattacks don't get into his natural. Destiny would be in for shock if he went for a counterattack, kind of saying, hey, base trade. Oh, you all. That sucks. Because trying to base trade a Protoss with Lings when they wall in is kind of like drowning Aquaman. It's not going to happen. We do have this one Warp Prism getting chased by this Overlord. It's a battle of the units that cannot attack. Observer sees all these Infestors, sees the Broodlords now, sees the Lings. This is definitely going to be scratching Mentalist's head. He's like, okay, how can I deal with this? Colossus, not the answer against Infestors. And we'll see what happens the next game, because this looks like it will be going into an ace match. The game's surely not over. Destiny can just A-move his Infestors in and let them die, because Infestors on A-move are the worst units in the game, because they don't do anything but die. They don't have any attack. And we'll see. Mentalist is gearing up for his 3rd base. Destiny has his 4th base up now. It will be saturated very shortly. He is getting that drone count finally high. He has not been really that much of an Econ Zerg at all this entire game. Another Broodlord is being morphed. And there are a lot of Colossus out for Mentalist now. And that's a lot of Lings. 1-2 upgrades for those Lings. Colossus are at 100. And Destiny has, I think, the tech advantage with the Broodlords, Infestors, and Lings. And even getting more of them. And he's going to be slowly moving his way across this map. And the Observer is looking behind them saying, hey, I see you coming. And it looked like Mentalist was trying to pick those Broodlords off. And then all the Lings came. And immediately everything fell back. And that is a lot of Lings. Destiny not at 200 yet. We do have the Protoss at 163, so Destiny has let a Mac go up and got those Colossus numbers high again. It's going to take a lot more Neuroparasites, but this time Mentalist has a lot of Stalkers with Blink, so if he doesn't mix in some Fungal Ghosts with those Neuroparasites, the Stalkers are going to be able to Blink, take out the Infestors very quickly, and the Colossus will be able to clean house. Blink Stalkers do very well against Broodlords. Colossus, of course, don't, but they hold their own against all the Broodlings and Lings because they just do so much AoE. And a big drone transfer is coming out from Destiny. Another Broodlord is being morphed. And he is now at 200. He's just going to be smacking up a little bit, getting the Larva queued up. He's just going to vomit on, not these hatcheries, but his natural and his main. He's going to vomit a little bit. He has taken this base as well. Get that Larva queued up so when his units die, he can immediately rebuild. This Nexus is going down, this Overlord just laughing at it. And now the Stalkers come. That Overlord does go down. Destiny at 203 out of 200 supply. Storm and DTs are coming out. He does have high tempos, of course, as he is getting Storm. And this is what it's going to take. Destiny has waited long enough for his opponent to get the High Templars. And that can just easily shut down his Infestor play with the feedbacks. And he's also let his opponent get to the max army. So we'll see what Destiny ends up doing. We have a Warp Prism coming in here. Gonna be seeing, oh, you're taking this base, but it's more tone to go over here, probably morph in a DT or two because they have such good DPS and take out a Greater Spire. Or take out something. The Greater Spire would be the best thing. And here we go. Big engagement gonna be going down. Destiny is gonna have to kill those High Templars. And here we go. There's Link sitting in the back waiting for the Blink to go underneath. And here we go. Fungal Growth and then the Neuroparasites. Those High Templars are nowhere to be found. And it looks like Destiny may be able to easily take this. Now the Stalker's coming to kill the Infestors. But those Lings, just so many to pick off everything. And let's go and check Destiny's main base. As something surely is cleaning house. And no, it isn't. The Warp Prism in phase mode, but not doing anything. There goes the GG. We're going into an ace match, guys. So it is going to be Mentalist choice of the map.